Hello, my friend. It's good to be with you again today. Do you know what the word trust means? Trusting means believing that something will be true, even if it hasn't happened yet, or it isn't happening right now. Trusting can also mean believing that something that's true today will still be true tomorrow. I trust, even in the middle of a storm, that the sun will come out again. I trust that my parents love me and think of me, even though they're not here in the same room as me. You might trust that there will always be grown-ups who love you and care for you, no matter what. I trust that even though we can't be together right now, we will be able to be together soon, and we will hug each other and laugh together and tell lots of stories. It's a wonderful thing to be able to trust. Trusting can make us very brave, and it can make us do hard things. That's what our story's about today. A man named Abraham who trusted God, and because he trusted God, he and his wife Sarah were very brave and went on a long journey and found a new home. The story goes like this. Abraham was sad because he and his wife Sarah had no children. God told him to pack up everything and to go to a whole new land to begin a whole new life. Abraham trusted God. So he and Sarah left their home and began a long, hard journey. They wandered through deserts, up and down mountains, through green pastures and dark forests, constantly longing for a home of their own filled with happy children. They wandered for so many years, they grew too old to have babies. One night God said, "I am giving this land to you and your children and your children's children." God, you must be joking. Sarah and I are too old to have children, Abraham said, stroking his long white beard. Trust me, my child, God replied. Look at the stars in the sky. Your children and your children's children will be as many as those stars. Abraham thought, how can that be? But then he remembered, God always keeps the promises God makes. And so Abraham trusted God. Then God smiled and said, I will bless you and your children so you can be a blessing to all the peoples of the world. The end. Abraham trusted God. He trusted that God would love him and be with him, even if he went far, far away to a strange place. God would be there, and God would take care of him. And because he had that trust, he was very brave. So we try to trust God too. And because I trust God, you know who else I trust? I trust you. Because you, like Abraham, are a child of God, fearfully and wonderfully made. So even though we're not together right now, I trust you to be kind and brave and loving. I trust you to learn and to solve hard problems and to keep trying even when things are difficult. And I trust that when we're back together again, You are going to tell me all of the stories of all of the things you did, all of the ways that you were kind and brave during the time that we were apart. And when you're kind and brave and do good things for other people, we have a special word for that too. We call it a blessing. When you are kind and brave, you are a blessing to others, just like God promised Abraham that he would be a blessing to others. And when others are kind and brave with you, they are a blessing to you. And our prayer is always that we will be a blessing for one another. Let us close with the prayer at the end of the story in big letters. Please read it with me or have a grown-up read along. Dear God, help me to be a blessing to others. Amen.
This story comes from the Children of God Storybook Bible by Archbishop Desmond Tutu.
Illustrations for this story are by Javaka Steptoe from the United States.